Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to see how much fun you can have on a budget. Each one of these sets we got at Dollar Tree, and each one was only $5. So you're talking $5, $10, $15, $20 here for 4 sets. And I gotta say, they look really nice. The company is Make It Blocks for Toy Box. Who knows? It's made in China, so who knows where it's coming from, right? One of them has 299 pieces. This one on top has 298. The little red one has 305, and the white one has 301. And as I said, when I first saw these, I was really impressed with how they look, and it looks like a speed champion type of a build. So we're going to build all 4 of these today, kind of compare them, and see how they stack up against a Lego Speed Champion. Again, $5 a piece. That's really hard to beat. So let's check it out, and then we'll kind of compare all 4 here at the end. Alrighty, we got them all done. I tell you what, I was going to do a speed build on these, but they took way too long. You would have seen in the speed build, basically me just looking for all the small parts and then squinting at the directions trying to put these things together. So they took way longer than I thought. I dedicated all yesterday afternoon to putting these things together. It took a long time. One of the main reasons it took a long time, this is the instruction manual. Okay. Super tiny. These old eyes can't handle it. Also, you're sometimes putting in one step. I mean, right here we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 16, 17 pieces sometimes to put together. So again, everything within this is within the context of each one of these is only $5, right? The good and the bad. When Kim came down and saw me putting them together, I had a couple together at that time. She's like, "Whoa, those things look really good." And when all is said and done, and I'll bring you in closer so you can check them out, they actually do look, for $5, they look really good. Okay. But also, this is what you get for $5. And also the design choices. There are so many 1x1 bricks on this thing when they easily could have used a 2x4 or a 1x4, but they chose to use all these 1x1 bricks. And I'm showing you right now some up close pictures of the instruction manual from 1 or 2 of the builds, but they all share this feature that shows them choosing to use 1x1s when a bigger plate, a bigger piece would have sufficed. I mean, kind of weird. It definitely ups the piece count though when you do that. Also, and this again, taking into context $5, I actually kind of thought when I first got these and I was looking at the boxes, I was like, oh, maybe this is the same build, but in different colors. Not the case at all. The front ends are totally different. The rear ends are totally different. The wings are different on all the builds. The sides and like the rockers and everything are different on all the builds as well. So they could have gone really lazy on this, and these are ending up in a Dollar Tree, and they could have just changed up the color and maybe the stickers a little bit, but they didn't. They didn't get lazy on that. They actually changed them up quite a bit. What they all do share in common, they all have a common windshield, and the pieces right behind, you have some of these wedge pieces right behind. And then the fenders. The fender pieces are all shared also. Other than that, they are different builds. So that's pretty cool. So Minifig Curtis has already picked his favorite. Let me bring you in a little bit closer. We can check out some of the details of these. So starting with the front ends, you can see that each one is a little bit different. I just now noticed that the red one doesn't even really have headlights. So again, they didn't skimp on that. The front end treatments are totally different, which is really cool. And again, taking a look at the side treatments, they are also very different. So they didn't skimp there, which is really kind of neat. Would have been real easy for them to do so. And then finally, the rear ends with the wings. They all look really good. They did a nice job with these. They really did. You've got diffusers on the bottom right there, which is kind of cool. Again, for $5, not too bad. And as I mentioned a minute ago, they all share the same windscreen, but they do get some different stickers for the top. A little bit different. That one says racing car, generic, racing car, motor car, and motorsport. Again, they could have cheaped out a little bit and given the same stickers, but they didn't. Kind of nice. Hey, I'm wondering, what's your favorite Mini Curtis? Let's see. I like this one. Whoops. Mini Curtis likes the blue one the best. It was out of all four, it was the easiest to put together, and actually, I like the wing the best on it too. Um, Mini Curtis just really thinks that the blue one is kind of the bee's knees. He likes it. So don't think for 1 second that because these are cheap and they're obviously aimed towards kids that they are easy, because they are not. Again, the instructions are horrible. It's what you get for $5, I guess. Okay. So hard to follow. Each individual step of where stuff goes is not clear at all. So if you think, oh, I'll get a couple of these for Timmy for his birthday, well, guess what? Timmy's going to be crying at the end of it, and you're going to be helping Timmy put this together because it is really difficult. I had to undo many pieces throughout the steps because it was not clear at all where they went. Okay. So it is a challenge. Forget 18 plus sets for Lego. You want a challenge? Pick up a couple of these. That's a challenge if you want a challenge. At the end of the day, again, for $5 each, they do look fantastic and I like them, but the build was really hard. The brick quality was really inconsistent when it came to the clutch, to the gripping power. Some of the little one by ones, of which I mentioned and you saw pictures of before, because there's a lot of one by ones in each one, had no grip at all. I had to hold it in place while I then put it down into the chassis or whatever. So let's answer the question. How much fun can you have on a budget? Well, it depends on what your definition of fun is. Squinting at really small instructions, putting together a million one by ones. If that's your idea of fun, then this is right up your alley. Again, you want a challenging build for cheap, and you like this theme of kind of a speed champion theme, then go for it. They're pretty good. So hey, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Have you seen other stuff at Five Below or Dollar Tree or Dollar General brick builds? We've done a couple of them on the channel here, and again, they're pretty cool. We'll see you next time. Appreciate it. Bye.